Yo everybody, so I'm going to talk about the third quote, and this may sound very familiar to you. Happiness can be found even in the darkest of time if one only remembers to turn on the light. This is actually a quote from the film Harry Potter said by Dumbledore. So let's go to it. This is a very positive quote, so I decided to embody the positivity and calmness into my design. I'm taking the quote in a slightly more abstract way. Instead of using smiling faces and other direct representation of happiness, I made use of sun and moon as two contrasting elements that not only reflect the change of time, but it is also related to the light and darkness. Sun is an index for immense energy and passion. Happiness is therefore represented by the sun, which is submerged in the water initially. At first, there is no texture in the water other than the wavy filter applied to the image. After consulting my tutor Shirley, I have added a wavy line pattern as texture to overlay on my black background. I use the color mode soft light and drop the opacity to 35% to make it more subtle and less attention seeking, because the focus isn't on the waves. I use switch as an index for light. If one only remembers, I break it down into imagery of a small boy sitting on the moon and doing fishing. The end of the line is hooked onto the light switch. This imagery conveys the idea that if one remembers to turn on the light, the sun will emerge and happiness will arise. To represent time, I made use of the multiplication sign times as an indirect imagery. I add halftone to the texture of multiplication signs to create the effect of glowing stars. I vary the proportion and scale of multiplication signs to create a sense of movement. I want to achieve balance in the shot, as I want to emphasize on the calm and soothing motion of the picture. That is the reason why I made use of symmetry to place all these elements in the center of the frame. This technique helps to make the picture more stable. Great challenges are encountered along the way, mostly on the ideation of elements to represent this quote and the effort on balancing out the black and white in the frame. Yo, so that is the end of the quote 3. I really love this design because it's a it's the only design among all this that has a line of symmetry throughout. I placed everything in the center to create that stability and calm in this shot, because this is one of the few quotes that is very positive. So I really enjoyed the process. Enjoy your night. Thank you so much.